Sometimes the podcasting is just tires out my cheekbones.
It does a little
bit.
bit.
I'm laughing so much.
We have such good times here. And,
we do.
Other places that we have good times.
I know we have modern times.
That's true. Not today.
Not today. Good times.
Yeah, temporary layoffs.
Good times. No, that's
easy
not.
credit ripoffs.
Wait, is that what they say?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I know that from Chappelle's show.
Easy credit ripoffs. They say that too?
Yeah, hanging in a chow line, a good time.
Really?
Yeah. Temporary layoffs.
That's the only one I know.
Good times.
I didn't know what.
Easy credit ripoffs, good times. No?
No.
Hanging in a chow line, good times.
No.
This is all true. It's 100% true.
I did not know that. We'll have to go into the.
Thank you, Chappelle
to the
Show,
annals.
for giving me this piece of knowledge about old sitcoms.
Well, I knew the one part I knew. The other two I didn't know. So
you didn't know easy credit ripoffs?
I can't believe that's true.
You don't.
I don't.
Easy credit ripoffs. Come on.
Well, maybe it could be. I rarely watch the show, but I know some of the theme song, but obviously not that part.
And I do.
Dynamite.
J.J. Walker.
That's right.
This is like the most fun I've ever had in an intro.
And we are just, it has nothing to do with what we're going to be trying.
It has nothing to do with the beverage. I was trying to tie into that we were thinking about things that maybe you'd want to drink around the Thanksgiving table, either before or after.
So how we got there, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Maybe hanging in a chow line, so you're waiting in the line to get your Thanksgiving dinner. I don't know.
think so.
I don't think that's where it was either. Anyway, what we have hopefully a delicious wine that'll be welcome at your Thanksgiving table. For this, give it a shot. I'm Andrew.
And I am Keith, and we are AboutBeverages.com, and the beverage that we are about today is the OZV, Old Vine Zinfandel.
Oh.
Yes, although it's OZV, it's Old Vine Zin.
Is their company name OZV something?
I think that is the name, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And this is, I believe it's Lodi. We'll have to double check once we
I'm pretty sure it is Lodi.
Once we procure the bottle again.
Yeah.
We can do a little research. But
does John Fogerty have it? Because if it's in Lodi,
John
Fogerty's got to have it, right?
Lodi. He's be stuck in Lodi again.
No.
I bet he'd be stuck with some wine, though. So that's not bad.
That'd be all right.
Maybe not back then, but now.
Well, just about a year ago, he set out on the road.
Yeah, that's right. Seeking his fame and fortune.
Looking for a Zinfandel of old?
That's of old vines.
There you
go.
There
it was.
All right, I did that. We tied it all back together. Lots of references today on the show.
I like how the bottle's just magically floating there.
Wait.
Yeah.
No. I got it. I can't do it. It's
can't
not
do
worth it. But yeah, so that was the theme we were kind of thinking of with these last few shows. We were like, what are some ideas for maybe, not necessarily always thinking out of the box for what you're going to bring to a get together, if it's at someone else's house or even at your own festivities. We're just trying to hopefully come up with some good ideas.
Right.
And I did throw out a beer, which went pretty well last week.
Absolutely.
With some dessert type things. So this is going to be more with the meal itself.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I have actually had this in prior years. I haven't had this vintage, but it's one of that. Well, spoiler alert, I've always enjoyed it. So we'll see. Hopefully, year to year, things do change due to Mother Nature and crops and all that mumbo jumbo. But yeah, I thought this would hold up well with, it might overwhelm turkey a little bit, but once you start adding stuffing and you start adding like a corn pudding, or you're adding, Brussels sprouts, or adding all these heavy, thicker things on, I think it will still. I would hope it would still pair well. It's not your classic, your Pinot Noir is classic, or I guess that's the classic red. But we've done Zinfandels in the past at Thanksgiving, and they've always shone brightly.
We've always been lucky enough to have quite a different collection and array of different wines to try, which is just always awesome. But unfortunately, I can't drink a graphic, so we are in need of the bottle, and I'm sure our usual pal probably has it.
Oh, there he is. Wow.
He does.
He's lined up right perfectly with that.
He is.
His nose is right at logo level there.
I was just going to say. That's quite true. Phil is always watching over all the beverages. As we were talking about them initially, we don't want anyone to come in, take them, steal them.
Yep.
We do lock the door, but sometimes that's not enough. People still may want to come in. They're like, what are they talking about? It must be good. I want some.
Someone may have been in here before we got in here, before we locked the door. We'd lock them in with us.
That's right. And they would go to reach, and then they would just look at his steely gaze.
That's right.
And they would walk away.
And they'd know that there's no place for them.
Even if you're Joe Walsh, you'd just turn your head and walk away.
That's right. Especially if you're Joe Walsh.
That's true. All right. Let's grab this beverage here and get opening up. It is a 2016.
Yes,
I'm gonna
it
say
is the 16.
What kind of alcohol are we talking here? I'm gonna say 14, 14, something like that. I don't know.
Hang on, it's too dark in here. Oh, you're way off. It's 13.95.
Oh, jeez. That's pretty funny. I thought you were going to say it's like a lot higher.
No.
Okay. It seems like in my, you know what, I don't know if this is.
It's not going to work?
I don't know.
All of a sudden, you just hit me right in the cheek. Yeah. That would have to be for later.
Okay.
During the dark period of the show.
Discuss.
Yeah, it's the 2016. This is, you can buy this at many places, but
I've seen a Total Wine,
yeah,
Trader
but
Joe's.
we
obviously.
sell a lot of it here. We start, in fact, actually, a couple of years ago, the sales rep, either from this winery or maybe it was from the company we get this from, he came in, and I guess one of our employees started talking with him, and he was really curious. He wanted to know why we sold so much more of this than other places did, and we just told him at the time it was because Ethan was at the store, and so he was really promoting the heck out of it.
Nice.
So that was a part of it, but we just basically said, it's something that we've all tried and we really enjoy. So
He's
we
like,
feature it. And
how do you do it?
yeah, but we have it. Trader Joe's has it for $9.49. It actually dropped 50 cents a little while back, and I think some of the other things that I saw when we were online had it at 11 or 12.
That's what I was going to say. I'd seen it between
it's a
10
good price.
and 11, so I was wondering what the
Yeah.
actual price was. Synthetic cork.
No,
Unfortunate.
no,
No, I'm
okay.
just kidding. It doesn't really matter. Did you want to
Smell the synthetic cork?
Did you want to smell the plastic?
I think that's about, in life, we need to all take time to stop and smell the synthetic corks. Synthetic-y.
There you go.
Synthetic-y.
No, actually, what I was going to ask is, does this vintner have other wines that you sell at the store? Is there
No, as far as I know, not that we sell. I would assume they do other wines, that they don't do only Zinfandel, but I guess you never know. So
They have an NZV, a new Vine Zinfandel.
yeah. VY, the very young vine.
Yeah.
VYV. That's nice.
Pretty dark ruby
Red,
red.
purpley, little
yeah.
purple. Not much purple, but a little bit.
Yeah. Nice ruby color. Garnet.
Ooh, garnet.
Wouldn't you
Busting
say?
out the garnets.
I know. It's rare. Right near the giblets.
Garnets and giblets.
Raspberry, blackcurrant, and heat. I get some alcohol heat.
I'm not really getting the heat, but I do get that nice fruit in
It
there.
really,
Okay.
it kind of hits.
Well, we did just open this. I don't think this is going to be the kind of wine that's going to need a lot of time to open.
yeah.
Open,
And it's
to be
room
open.
temperature.
Yeah.
It's
so,
not cellar temperature or anything like that. It's definitely room
So,
temperature. So,
yeah. So we should be okay drinking it, but it'll definitely, as anything would, it will evolve the more it's open. But yeah, I get a lot of nice fruit.
Yeah, it's a
bit
good
of-
balance of fruit. Like
yeah.
I said, there is definitely a. With that, it's carried by a little bit of hint of alcohol, like
Okay.
heat on the back end. But like I said, I love the fruit combination in there because there's just enough brightness along with the darker.
Some
fruit.
heavier, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what I really look for in a Zinfandel.
Yep.
Shall we?
Let's do it.
All right.
To Thanksgiving.
To Thanksgiving.
What you thinking?
I get the raspberry, but I also get a little cherry in there too. And I get the darker fruit too, like the black, like this little black currant kind of note. I also get a little spice, which is nice,
Yes.
a little peppery kind of thing at the back, which is nice.
Yes.
It kind of hits with the sweet
Yep.
and everything else. It's not drying my palate out too much, which is always makes me,
Yeah.
sometimes reds, depending on.
The last red we had.
It did.
Did
Yeah,
that, yeah.
that one did quite a bit. This is excellent.
And
This is really good.
This is very consistent with what it's been in previous years, and why I recommend this one so much is because sometimes you get Zinfandels that are just the fruit, and that's not necessarily bad, but it's not what I like. I like when that fruit is balanced with that spice, and when you get both of those notes in there. And that's what I used to like about Shiraz. I remember the Rosemont Shiraz used to be one of my favorite things.
Oh, the
It had
Rosemont
the
Shiraz
fruit,
was always really good.
the fruit and the spice, and this, like I said, that's what I have no hesitation recommending this to people, just because I think it does have that nice balance, and I think it's not overwhelmingly heavy,
No.
But it has enough of those components to stand up to a lot of the food. So I think this would be just fine.
There's a nice bit. There is a nice bit of sweet in there as well, like kind of a candied sweet. Like is in with all of those other notes. And like I said, it is that spice, and I totally agree. That's what I look for too, because that just adds that other layer of complexity where it's not. And I think if this wine didn't have that, it still wouldn't be like a fruit bomb or anything like that, because it's not even close to that.
No.
But as soon as you add that spice, it just makes everything just play even better together. Yep. And then the finish is really good.
Yep.
Yeah, and under $10, this is a great value, I think, for this wine. This is very good. I like that a lot. I like it a lot. I like it a lot.
And other things people should like a lot. Oh, are we going?
What do you think?
Well, AboutBeverages.com.
Ooh,
the website. Yeah, they can go to AboutBeverages.com and see. Find links to our previous podcasts. Tasting notes, back when we used to do tasting notes.
Other Thanksgiving wines and things.
Right?
We've had quite a good amount of wine over the year. Obviously, a lot of beer, but there's definitely some wine and whiskeys and other things too, which might make for a good holiday.
You can go there and ask us a question, but you could do that other places too, right? You could
tweet
comment.
At us. There's another place that has a lot of our videos and things too.
Oh, the tube.
Yeah.
The tube?
Me tube. You.
YouTube. Tube you. Oh, wait, no, YouTube.
No, you had it. You had the first time.
YouTube, okay.
Gewürztraminer.
Gewürztraminer. That's my safe word.
YouTube.com/AboutBeverages. That is our channel on there as well. And you can definitely leave a comment on this wine. Let us know what you think. Have you had it before? Have you brought it to different festivities? Has it gone over well, or is it... I don't think this would be a wine just for wine drinkers at all. I think this would be I think... What I mean by that.
I was going to explain yourself.
Explain myself. You know how sometimes we talk about like, this would be good. Like anybody would probably be pretty, like the Gewürztraminer we did have. Everyone was like, everyone would be pretty happy with this.
Right.
A real wine, that sounds bad, but someone that drinks a lot of wine and has a more advanced palate might find it a little boring, but still be like, this is good, it's solid, but I'd rather have whatever. I don't think you have to have that for this, but I think you'll appreciate it more if you do.
Right.
So that's where I'm going with that.
Okay, I got it.
Did I save myself there?
I think so.
Did I make it okay?
Who will save your soul? You did it.
If I didn't save myself and you want to watch more of these incessant ramblings, you can watch us live most Thursdays at 5:30 Pacific on twitch.tv/AboutBeverages.
Join us, won't you?
Join us, won't you? You can even let us know on Twitter. I didn't mention Twitter.
Twitter
is fantastic.
Yes.
We tweet about other beverages we're having throughout the week that we may not podcast.
You've even been doing like Instagram like crazy lately too.
I try. I've been trying to do a little Instagram.
Okay.
It seems to be getting some response.
And it is actually from people I work with. They're definitely.
I know. They're like, did you just... And you're like,
your
no,
brother,
it wasn't me.
Well, your brother won't shut
it was
the hell
my
up.
Stupid brother. He won't stop.
He won't.
Oh, but that's not true. I won't.
No.
Okay.
Keep it going.
That's right. But whether we like it or not,
you should give it a shot.